talking to Grady for a while. So great. They just won. I mean, you. Please be an example to those around you. And now, the starters for the Maniacs. Number 1, senior, Rosalind Joseph. Number 2, a junior, Brent Hannah. Number 4, a junior, Rachel Collins. Number 5, a senior, Leah Johnson. Number 11, a senior, Riley Gibbons. Number 14, a freshman, Paige Dale. And the winner tonight, number 6, a senior, Kennedy Coleman. The Maniacs are coached by Mike Summer, assisted by Lisa Hannah, Olivia Barger, and Renee Bonner. And now, the Wildcats. Number 1, sophomore, Paige Regina. Number 3, a freshman, Bella Regina. Number 5, a senior, Audrey Ross. Number 7, a freshman, Leah Wilk. Number 10, a senior, Reagan Woodley. Number 13, a junior, Jamie Henderson. And the libero, number 10, number 2, there's a sophomore, Jordan Swanson. And welcome to group by Stephanie Batchelder, assisted by Stacey Picarola, Captain Dean, Crystal Lewin, and Alicia Cassidy. Officials tonight are David Broughton, Kelly Gonzalez-Selecki. Line judges are Stephanie Bree and Brittany Jacobs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wildcats Live bringing you a pivotal loser-out matchup between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Orofino Maniacs. I'm Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller, and if you told me that this matchup would be happening today, I would have been going, oh, is it for a trip to state?
Yeah.
And
Me too.
instead, it's literally because your season is on life support. You have one shot and one shot only to make this, you get this win and advance potentially to what? I mean, I guess it's another loser-out match.
Yeah.
The second place match.
It's loser out from here on out,
Yep.
really, unless you get to state.
Unless you get to state. Maniacs starting tonight for the Maniacs. Number 1, senior Jocelyn Josephson. Number 2, a junior, Brenna Howard. We're going to get a double hit there by the Maniacs. Number 4, junior Rachel Province. Number 5, senior Olivia Johnson. Number 11, senior Riley Diffin. And number 14, a freshman, Paige Deo. The libero for the Maniacs. Number 6, Kennedy Coleman. And Wildcats starting out hot, starting for Coach Steph Batchelder and the Wildcats. Number 3, a freshman, Ella Regina. Number 13, a junior, Danny Henriksen. Number 7, Aaliyah Philp. Number 10, a senior, Reagan Ortley. Number 2, a sophomore, Jordan Stutzky. And number 1, a sophomore, Paige Regina. Between the district match, championship match, which was won by the Grangeville Bulldogs, the all-league awards were going out. So this is actually the highest concentration of all-league.
Yes, it is.
That you'll see on the floor.
Yep.
3 members from both teams. That being, we're going to get a double hit from Ella Regina there, it looks like. But Paige Regina, Danny Henriksen, and Jordan Stutzky were named to the all-league team. Meanwhile, Jocelyn Josephson, Olivia Johnson, Kennedy Coleman, and Riley Diffin.
That's tipped.
Were all named to the all-league team as well. Coach Summers of the Orofino Maniacs, was named Coach of the Year.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, great season for the Maniacs. They were the number 1 seed heading into this tournament until the Priest River Spartans pulled the upset late or early in October, which set the table for the Kellogg Wildcats to win the league title. What a block there by Henriksen. Check this one out. And, yesterday, both these teams were shocked in ways that neither of them expected. Grangeville.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Both of them.
Yeah, and vastly different ways. Grangeville and Orofino locked up in the first semifinal match of the day, and that's going to sail long. And Grangeville was trailing Orofino 2-0. And it felt like Orofino had punched their ticket to the district championship match, and all was going to be well in the world for the number 2 seed. Well, Grangeville had other plans, and, Diffin, my goodness. Diffin can hit from everywhere. But Grangeville proceeded to win sets 3, 4, and 5 and get to the district championship, which they won. Meanwhile, Priest River navigates the loser outmatch against St. Mary's and then comes into the matchup against Kellogg and just absolutely kind of just beats on him in the first couple sets. Mm-hmm. Wildcats were able to get a set 3 win. Good tip there. Paige Regina. And so we talked about, the Wildcats come out of that one kind of shell-shocked. They lose 3-1. It just kind of felt like they left a lot of meat on the bone, and everyone kind of left the gym going, whoa, what just happened? And then, the discussions between, the people, because Orofino and Grangeville, they're staying in the community for the evening. Grangeville boys football team is playing at Teeters last night. So, there's a lot of Central Idaho League buzz going on, more so than normal. And it was kind of like, whoa, who's playing for a district championship? Danny Henriksen.
And Josh, it's dense, isn't it? Because it's 2 days and 6 matches and a football game with 2 CIL teams.
Yeah.
And early leader for the Cats while we're yakking. But lots happening.
Yeah, and Danny Henriksen and Paige Regina have been, rightfully so, all leaguers. Mm-hmm. They've been doing the bulk of the heavy lifting here tonight. But, man, oh, man, when I've talked to some people, including our quarterback from our football team, Porter Lewis, was up here, and I asked him how he felt this game was going to go. And he said, it's going to go one of 2 ways. It's either going to be another struggle. Mm-hmm. Wildcats are going to be feeling kind of the emotional hangover of losing yesterday the way they did, or we were going to see the best version of the Wildcats. And, through the first 11 serves of this match, it's been pretty much all Wildcats. They're up 9-2 here against a very game maniac team. There's Stutzky hitting from the back row. Love that Stutzky's staying with her confidence here. Henriksen.
Little two-man game there.
Ooh, good block by Reagan Ortley.
Right back to her. Wildcats look a little more determined, Josh. I'm not saying they weren't determined yesterday for anybody that's going to parse these words, but it's early, but they look like they're coming out of the gun pretty hot here.
That was quite the hit there by Jocelyn Josephson.
Serve receive.
Reagan Ortley going to give a hit back. Goes back towards the baseline there. It's going to be a free ball for the Wildcats. Danny Henriksen blocked at the net. Hit sails long.
Yep.
That's Sierra Tondevold, sophomore for the Maniac team. And again, we talk about it. This Orofino team, they have 5 seniors, so they got a couple more than some of the other schools. But still, when you're running into a district tournament with a 14 or 13 member roster and you've got 8 underclassmen, you got to feel pretty good about yourself moving into the future. Wildcats come in with 2 seniors this year, so a real young class. And a lot's been said about how young our class is. That serve, that was haywire. I don't know what happened there.
I think it was a shank. Yeah.
It went left, and I don't even know that it went over the net.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. Get those out early.
It's a net.
Ella
Netter
Regina.
right there.
What a hit from Ella Regina. Lefty from the back row. Diffin blocked.
So far, Wildcats.
This does not look like the same team that we saw yesterday.
And in fact, it's not, Josh, because you got Philp back in and I almost said Polson. Groth.
Oh, yeah.
I went to mom's maiden name for some reason. That happens in a small town.
Yeah.
But going back maybe to that traditional rotation that they did most of the year.
And here comes Dakota Hoke. So, yeah, we're seeing a lot of the rotation that we saw early and for the most part of the year. I mean, yesterday Hadley Bush got her first start. And actually, poor Hadley probably became a bit of a scapegoat for, double hit, and Reagan Ortley just did not play that well. Poor Hadley Bush probably got put into a scapegoat position where everyone was like, well, what was she doing in the rotation? First time ever at a district tournament. Coach Batchelder trusts her, and Hadley Bush and her contributions, that one's going to be just out. Hadley Bush and her contributions yesterday were not the reason the Wildcats did not win that match.
Not at all.
Hadley was actually one of the few bright spots of yesterday's match.
I would say the way she started out would look pretty fearless to me.
Yeah.
My comment would be, again, not being a volleyball expert, look out, Diffin's on the kill here.
Yeah.
And I know chemistry can mean different things, but I know that when you have a roster, I mean, it'd be the same way with you, Josh, with your basketball team, and you have a starting 5 or 6 sort of rotation that has gelled into that going through the year. It would take a pretty big shakeup for you to go, hey, we're going to go with this guy today. And
in fact, the only time that I think I've done that in about to go into 5 years of coaching was for a disciplinary issue.
Sure.
Because I had to.
Yep.
And the result of that game was that we lost a game against Priest River, ironically, that we had never lost before. So it really is a thing. Whoa, what a serve there. And yikes, that was one of the wildest plays I've seen. What a kill there, though. Was that Aubrey Groth?
It was.
Aubrey Groth is not a power hitter. What Aubrey Groth is, she's a finesse hitter who knows how to find spots, holes in the floor.
She doesn't try to do anything outside of her strength, which is a good skill.
It's made her great. It has made her great this season. Uh-oh. Good job, Jordan.
Diffin alert.
And Paige Regina off the wall. Good.
They're having trouble with that hit from Paige. That says something. She was ready for that and still couldn't corral it.
Paige barely walked off the court last night.
Yeah, I think she hurt her wrist.
Her wrist
and
is
got
hurt.
one to the face, right?
And her hips, her wrist. She was banged up after that match yesterday. Oh, here comes the ace dance.
Ace.
Oh, we did. That was not the one. That was
Simplified.
not the one. I like the stomp, the little stomp hop. That's my favorite.
I like these purple unis.
Yep.
I like the Drayden has the numbering on his purple. Is that a basketball or a football?
I think that might be a basketball.
I like the gold on that purple. It looks really sharp.
Oh, great hustle.
That was almost put away there by Ella.
And it's so funny because Ella gets to the front of the net, and you look at Ella and you go,
I know.
Man, when you look at Ella Regina, you don't go, man, this girl probably plays at the net in volleyball. She does, and she does so fearlessly.
Yeah, she's an athlete.
Hadley Bush in the match for the first time. Way to get it over the net there, Dakota Hoke. Jordan Stutzky. Paige Regina right at Diffin.
Loved it. That was probably out, but that was one you can't chance it.
And if you put Diffin in those spots where it's like she's got to make the decision to make the play or get out of the way, she's going to make the play.
Yeah.
Like it's just she her margin for making the decision to not make the play is significantly slimmer than most people's because of how talented she is. Uh-oh. You can't be lobbing meatballs up at Danny.
You don't just serve those up for Danny. She's going to make you pay.
Danny is on the warpath right now. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now from the Wildcats. Like we said, this feels so different and yet really familiar because the rotation is with the addition of Hadley Bush, like down the stretch of the season. Hadley Bush, who got most of her reps as a JV floater this year, but for sake of giving her, you know what, we want her to play 90% of every JV match. That gave her reps that otherwise she probably wouldn't have gotten at the varsity level.
Yeah.
But now the in-game experience is there. And, you know, the jump from 8th grade to JV is still greater than the jump from JV to varsity. That transition from middle school to high school sports is just everything is so sped up. And once she got the high school speed down, she was ready to be we don't have a ton of length and height on our team, and she is an Energizer bunny out there who's just up and down, bouncing, able to block, able to hit, able to do the things. And it's nice to see her in the rotation now. Good set there. Danny Henriksen. Good grief.
Danny is on red alert right now. She is on fire.
Yeah.
If this was NBA Jam, Danny would have, when every time the ball touched her hand, it would leave in a ball of flames.
Boom shakalaka. He's on fire.
That's right.
NBA Jam.
Gosh,
Ooh.
probably one of my favorite video games of all time.
Nothing like 2-on-2.
Sega Genesis 2-port splitter. Bought it at the pawn shop in Moscow my junior year in college, and we had a bracket, a tournament bracket up, and many controllers were shattered during those days. Joe
Dumars and Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons were my team of choice in that game. Because Isaiah Thomas was one of the players that could steal the ball like with regularity.
Yes.
And then Joe Dumars would just finish it off.
I was the Sonics just because I liked the Sonics, and it was Detlef Schrempf.
And Sean Kemp
and Gary Payton.
And the glove.
Oh, my gosh. That was so fantastic. I have a ROM emulator I built with a Raspberry Pi, nerd alert, and I can play all the original Nintendo. I think with the graphics processor it has, I can get just about up to PlayStation. But there's online are all the ROMs, so you can just play all the exact games.
Man.
It's a lot of fun.
Kids these days don't know how much fun we had. What a hit there by Aaliyah Philp. And they're going to get
22-12.
Free one for the Maniacs here. And, that's out. And really, the difference in this match, Diffin's gotten loose for a couple hits, but Diffin has not been allowed to basically be the nightmare that she is capable of being, that we've seen her be.
She's a game wrecker.
Oh, she knows how to, and we talked about it yesterday in the Grangeville match. She doesn't try to hit around people. She will hit through you, so you have to be ready to block and just be willing to, like your hands and forearms are probably going to hurt afterwards.
You're just going to have to take them for the team.
Yeah. And Wildcats on the verge of set point here.
And it's, who is it? Ella
Regina, the serve queen herself.
I say that not because I don't know who she is. I can't see her from here. Got to get our big screens put in.
Oh, the lefty. It's funny because Ella has gone on some runs this season.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Danny's making him earn it.
Why not? Jordan Stutzky right there.
Game flow really good for the Wildcats right now.
Jordan Stutzky working her way towards,
backhand.
Danny Henriksen climbing Aaliyah Philp to get to that.
There we go.
What just a volley we are seeing.
Another save right there.
Oh, Ella did not want to.
Didn't want to go full Macy Jerome on that one.
Shout out the managers there. Recognizing to get out of the way.
Yep.
Dedication.
They're experienced.
Dedication happens in the program at all levels. Oh,
that was
Danny.
a little bit of miscommunication on the set there, but not terrible. Good recovery.
Aaliyah Philp. Oh, net crawler blocked.
Wildcats look just trying to get that point and get in with a 1-0 lead here.
Oh, what hustle by Ella Regina. Blocked. Ooh.
Just blocked enough that Paige couldn't get to it. That happens. 24-14. Orofino with maybe just a little confidence building right here.
Yeah, playing tough right now.
They're going to have to score 11 straight points, which isn't impossible, but it's not likely.
Ooh, Reagan Ortley. We're going to get a net call here. Net call. Wildcats win set 1, 25-14.
That's a big one. That's a good one to get under your belt.
Holy cow, yeah.
On this loser outside of the bracket, you got to get mentally right. It looks like Coach Steph has the girls dialed in,
They
Josh.
feel mentally right so far. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back with set number 2. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our military through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 25 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 4,000 construction projects across the United States. NASCO has had the privilege of working with the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs to plan, develop, and complete their new visitor center, which will both serve as a designated Colorado Welcome Center and illustrate a day in the life of cadets through interactive exhibits. NASCO provides support to our military through the construction of essential facilities used to train, prepare our soldiers, and enhance our nation's warfighting readiness. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller. Set number 2 of this District 1-2 loser out Central Idaho League match between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Orofino Maniacs. Wildcats took set number 1 in kind of dominant fashion. I mean, it's hard to denote. What a block there. I don't know who that was. Looks like number 7, Sophie Beck, on the block there. Had good, that was not Sophie Beck. That was Rachel Province. Had good leverage, was high enough, just didn't have her hands right. Goes out of bounds. Wildcats go up 1-0. But the Wildcats took set number 1, 25-14. And what felt like a vintage Kellogg performance, which was not what we saw. Ooh, Reagan Ortley sends that one a little far. Yesterday, Kellogg just looked like they couldn't get off the blocks. And I mean that literally and figuratively.
Yep.
Opportunities to make plays just weren't there. Their blocking and hitting just wasn't really what it needed to be. You have to hit it over the net. I hope she knows that. That would be a unique rule if you could hit the ball over or under, as long as it didn't touch the net.
Yeah, as long as it didn't touch.
Could you imagine?
Wow.
Chaos
that
ball.
introduces a whole nother skill set. I hate to see these serves going into the net, but
yeah. And we talked about it. I called her the serve queen. Ella Regina.
She's good.
She's feast or famine.
Yeah.
It's not a net. She doesn't do a lot of net crawlers. Her serves always stay in bounds when they go over.
And they're tough to field. I mean, it's harder to field those, receive those.
Oh. Danny Henriksen doing.
Danny owns the front right now. She owns it.
And Danny is right now front running.
Yeah.
She's trying to win an award. And shout out our Wildcats Live Player of the Game sponsors. We got Sarah Still in the Beanery. We got Tammy Atkins with Brood Awakening. So like we've got some sponsorship. We love shouting out the players in the matches. Woo! What a hit there from Paige Regina. Oh, good recovery. My goodness. There's no quit in these Orofino girls.
No, they're doing well. They've kind of stemmed that tide a little bit. They're not taking control of the match, but they're starting to stop the bleeding a little bit.
You know, interesting little tidbit on that last one. I should have had you grab a replay.
Mm-hmm.
So Ella Regina right there setting it up at the net. And as she goes to set it, you see Diffin jump to block because Diffin is so aware that Ella Regina is just a savant with that dump that if she doesn't try to make a play to block it, there's a chance it goes right over the top of her. Fortunately for the Maniacs, ball ended up in the net anyway, but the hustle and effort's there, and she's hitting right through Reagan and Aubrey. And we're tied up at 4s here. Coach Batchelder a little more animated on the sideline tonight than she was yesterday. Yesterday, everyone kind of felt stoic, almost like after watching volleyball all day, maybe everyone was kind of just gassed. You know, Priest definitely felt hungry, and they were aggressive and good, but it felt very very much like teams were just like, woof, we're done, we're tired. It was a Friday. We'd been in the gym all day. A lot of stuff felt just, ooh.
Yikes.
Cam McDonald was trying to send that one out into the parking lot, and Orofino bailed her out. And
you know what, Josh? I was going to say this is it. I called this dense before. It's compact. It's a lot of matches in a shorter period of time. But the state tournament's that way.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's I guess good prep for that. And Wildcats just tried to get that dug and back over, but couldn't quite do it.
Dakota Hoke made the save to get it back in play, but it didn't come off of her hands quite clean enough. Paige Regina right there, and it's just a little bit of power and leverage that I think Dakota and Jordan Stutzky have to master. Both of them clocking in at probably 5 foot even, maybe. Hadley Bush.
Yes, Hadley.
Wildcats up 7-5. But, just some leverage issues. And then also, like, we're talking about 15, 16-year-old girls. So power and strength, still something that's being developed, especially for some of the athletes. Oh, Hadley Bush right there on the block. I like when they do this and they show their hands like, if we put my thumbs together and flare my hands out right, this block is going to do what I want it to. I don't know that Hadley could have done that any better. Maybe I'm crazy.
I think maybe there are multiple hand formations that encourage deflections in certain areas.
Way to be there, Cam McDonald. Oh, geez.
7-6, Cats.
Oh, we're going to get a
net
call on the Wildcats. Tied up 7s here. I think it might have been on Hadley Bush. Hadley Bush really working, get those fingers right for the block right now. Going to set one to Danny Henriksen. Oh,
little aggressive on the set.
Yeah, not a good pass. I think
Danny
that might
hurt
have
her back on that one. Yeah. Get her. It's Dr. Bowman in the in attendance.
Hopefully she is okay. She tweaked her back though. And let's see if she can. Oh, good hit by Dakota.
She's trying to play through it. That's gutsy.
Oh, yeah, she is not doing well.
Oh, diabolical dump. That just didn't sound.
That was one of those ones that just doesn't sound nearly as much fun out loud as it does in your head.
In your head, and yeah. I'm going to stick with it. I'm not retracting it.
Yeah, don't retract it. Own it. Lean into it.
I'm owning it. I mean, I didn't name it the dump. I wonder who did.
That is an odd. Oh, what a serve there by Paige Regina. Diffin can't play that one cleanly. Wildcats doing today what they didn't do yesterday, and a lot of it boils down to good decision making. Like seeing balls that are like more than likely going out and going, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill myself to make a play on this one. And right there, I think, Diffin had an opportunity to let little long. And this is Hadley Bush getting a little more familiar with the varsity game and needing to hit the ball, like get that hand down. And one thing I like about what I see from Hadley Bush, besides just the way that she plays, is after a mistake happens, she looks to her coaches, not with the look of like, oh God, I'm sorry.
No, she's looking for
coaching.
Yeah.
Where was I wrong there? Wildcats down 1 here, 10-9. Good response by Orofino. Yep. After the loss, they kind of had their clocks cleaned in that first set. So it really, oh geez. Look at the phone section here. Kellogg High School's phone section. I wonder if they know that there's like volleyball and like girls. All of our high school boys just very much engaged in.
That's not a video shot or a snapshot you want.
It's
to
just
encourage anyone, and that phones are not ruining our experiences.
Yeah.
Now let's see. Okay, they're getting off of them.
Yeah.
They're like, okay.
Game's back in
30
session
seconds to check my Snapchats, check my whatever we're doing, TikTok.
Cam. Oh, good hit by Danny. Maybe the back's okay. Pulling the old Doc Holiday.
Hey, they're back up, Josh. Drayden, come on now. Come on, Drayden. He's still lingering. Get in the game, Drayden. All right.
Danny Henriksen with the Doc Holiday. She might not have been as sick as she let on.
Yeah. Which Paul Pierce was it?
Oh, yeah. The wheelchair. Oh, the dump.
Yeah, we're going to.
The dump.
Yep.
Diabolical.
There we go. Kids are cheering. Faith in humanity somewhat restored.
A little bit more restored. Yeah, it's good. Wildcats up 1 here. Really could use a run. Put this one away.
It would be nice.
Oh, blocked Danny Henriksen.
Uh-oh.
Diffin. Oh.
Yeah, I got a piece of it.
And this time, Jordan Studsky might be the culprit of playing a little too deep there. Mm-hmm. Again, like you and I have tried to learn volleyball positioning on the fly. Jen Kroc gave us some really good insight yesterday. We had the help right behind the blockers, but it seems like the libero might have been a little deeper. And I don't know if there's specific rules or places where people are supposed to stand there, but we've got to have almost like help the helper, secondary help. Reagan Ortley hit. Got the point right
down.
back.
That's right. And I guess it's a COVID era, whatever adaptation that we're still using, that they don't switch sides.
I kind of love it.
Oh, well, we love it because we get to see we're on this side the whole time, in our vantage point. So, yeah, it's working out.
Double hit. Double hit there.
Still tight here, 12-12.
And hopefully Danny can get that back either checked out or.
Is she still kind of wincing a little bit?
She's just subbed out, but maybe someone can throw some icy hot on there or something to help kind of loosen those muscles up. Pinch nerve like that. What a hit. What a hit.
Love it.
And, we've talked about the same girls really over and over and over. You have the Regina sisters who are invaluable. You have Jordan Stutzky, who just is doing the dirty work. Danny Henriksen, who is just kind of a wrecking crew. What a shot there by Philp. But, the block.
If you're going to block that, too, you're going to, like you said, you're taking it for the team, right?
Yeah.
'Cause that thing is coming in hot.
Good hit there by Paige. But, Aaliyah Philp plays such a valuable role coming in and just hitting well.
Yeah.
Serving well, doing the things well. Oh, Jordan, good
try,
hustle.
Jordan. That's giving your body up right there.
Jordan's willingness to land on her face if it means keeping a ball in play is one of the most admirable qualities, and really not just Jordan, but this group of girls, they are willing to put themselves through pain for this game.
Yeah.
This is not
absolutely just a little miss.
Like basketball is a finesse sport where the ability to shoot, the ability to rebound, a little bit of physicality. Volleyball is finesse and pure hitting skill and technique, and you have to be willing to lay out and put it all out there on the floor if you want to be successful at this. And I absolutely appreciate that about this particular group of girls. They are not afraid to, take a dive into the bleachers, to dive and land on their face, to, break a wrist. Aubrey Groth with the block there.
Yep, just when you need her, there she is.
What a rally here. Wildcats playing just really good defense.
There we go. Nice little change up there by Paige. She really understands the game so well.
Set 1 was really all Danny. Set 2 is Paige Regina, who battled through. I mean, yesterday, probably one of the days she'd like to forget.
Yeah.
She would probably much rather have played a district championship today than having to go the long road. But she was so good yesterday for the Wildcats. Like, it cannot be stated enough how good she was and continues to be. It's almost unfair because, like I said before, we expect her to be great all the time. Meanwhile, we are getting kind of a real good look at some of the capabilities that Miss Dakota Hoke has up her sleeve. Blocked by Aubrey Groth.
Aubrey just lurking on that front line and waiting until you need her, and she's delivering over and over, Josh. Aubrey Groth having herself a quiet, dominant game.
Every single player on Kellogg did something amazing in that little volley right there. Whether it was Dakota Hoke's hitting, Jordan digging stuff out, Paige routinely hitting the ball, Aubrey with like 2 or 3 blocks, and then Hadley finally finishing it off. All with, the human spark plug, Reagan Ortley, out there keeping her teammates fired up. Ooh. Hit sails long.
A little too much mustard on that one.
And we are playing. It's almost criminal how a volleyball can be batted back and forth for the better part of 60 seconds, and at the end of it, it's only worth 1 point.
I know.
Like you could really change up the rules by you make aces worth 2.
The points build in value the longer the volleys.
Yeah.
Like let's say every 3 volleys on each side, so 6 touches or whatever, that it goes up a half a point, or incrementally goes up. And you got a little meter, you got a scorekeeper going, this is worth 3 points.
Could you imagine
if we get it?
How challenging it would be to be a scorekeeper in that?
Oh, man.
But it would be thrilling. Those long volleys where legs start to get dead and tired. Orofino's taking the lead here. And Hadley Bush and Aubrey Groth.
Yeah, Hadley and Aubrey there on the front. We get a substitution in, and I like getting Danny right back in there too. And the Wildcats still have it tied, so look for Danny to do something special here, getting back in, rested up. Hopefully the back's feeling okay.
Tied at 16s here. Hadley mistimed her jump and was so high that she was able to get her legs up and her arms out to almost slow her fall to give her teammate time to get out from under her. That is some freak athleticism there.
1 point lead. Nothing extraordinary here. Back and forth for these two teams.
Oh, nice
Danny
block there.
There's a block.
Hadley's a smart volleyball player,
Yes,
man.
she is.
Good block there.
Man,
Hadley and Danny
the blocking ability is so impressive. I'm always worried on the blocking sometimes. That's a nice shot.
Dude, watch, hit the replay and watch Paige after this.
Sliced and
She
diced.
starts doing this thing where she starts pointing where she just scored.
Yeah.
That was kind of a gangster thing there. So she's going to tap this over, and as soon as it goes over, you see her point at the floor where it hit. Just a little swagger.
Yep.
I like it. And Paige is kind of the ice of the two Regina sisters, where Ella is more of the fire. And,
Danny.
That's the old.
We said Danny's got some ideas when she gets back in here.
But all of a sudden, Paige is starting to show more emotion, and it feels like it's making her more dangerous.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
that was ruthless.
the sinker. Wildcats starting to pull away a little bit. 19-17. What a fun match we've had here today.
This has been a fun one to watch. I mean, even Orofino has done some pretty special things.
Yeah. Hadley.
Oh, Hadley Bush is
Here comes
emerging.
a timeout. Coach Summers going to take a timeout here, and I don't blame her. And, I don't know, what the protocol is. When a timeout's called, do you have to go to your bench?
Right.
Because, man, the way Kellogg's playing, I would leave him out there. And I would tell him to pace back like hungry sharks, man. You just stay out there.
Yeah.
Stare at their timeout. You watch their timeout. Make them as uncomfortable as possible.
Josh, let's get a look at this. Shout out to my daughter, Gemma. Look at the angle on this and look at this replay. This is what a great shot. She just had it right in the right spot. Look at that.
Yeah.
For Hadley Bush. That's highlight material right there.
Love it.
Might have to give Gemma a raise.
I know, you might have to. Great shot, Gemma.
Channeling some Buck Co up there.
I
Gemma's
know,
been
right?
watching Wildcats live going, I think I could give this a shot.
Yeah. Paige Regina doing it everywhere. This second set has really been a lot about Paige. Where set number one was the Danny Henriksen show. It's
Wildcats really they're on the precipice here, Josh, of taking a major advantage. You gotta Paige just gotta keep this in play, but make it tough to field, and Wildcats just keep doing what they have been doing for those two matches. That's gonna be a crawler.
Oh, that one is out. Wildcats get the point.
Oh, line judge on top of it over here.
And we talk about the line judges at the district tournament. You have now 4 legitimate officials running the show. It's not your volunteer line judges, who are great. Don't want to say anything, but these guys are cream of the crop. Great block there, just a little too hard. Wildcats still really comfortable right now. 22-18. Orofino really has to string together a 2 or 3 point run to make this even really interesting.
Got to be clean on serve receive. Yeah. Got to keep the heat on them. You can't give them any room.
And that
That's
one's
long. That's a help. That helps right there. And Diffin, she's got the power, but
Diffin's been kind of neutralized in this match, Simon. I'm a little surprised by it. Take nothing away. She's a phenomenal volleyball player, but she's been blocked about 2 or 3 times, and it's changed the way she's hit. Usually she doesn't care. She keeps trying to go through, but I don't know if just the severity of the situation. Oh, sinker. Oh, Aaliyah Philp wound up for the meatball, and it went right over the tips of her fingers, and right there was Paige Regina. Jeez. Wildcats playing just some lights-out defense here.
And that's long, and that's 24. I'm going to try to go full on this. I got the dig, I think. Sometimes we get the end of the play, but if we can, there's a timeout. We'll keep it on this full play. Watch this dig. I might not have got it. It's going to be at the end right here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
sacrificing the body. Wildcats cross country just being announced, taking first place.
Oh, congratulations, Kellogg Wildcats cross country squad. Buck Co representing.
Absolutely.
Alex Cassidy representing.
Cassidy.
And obviously Reich and White, the Harjus.
Yeah.
Proud of our cross-country boys this year, who I believe are pole positioned for potential
looking like a state berth.
Yeah, Central Idaho League Championship.
Congratulations, Coach Jeff Smith.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major Jeff Smith has been coaching these guys for quite a while. I know he wishes he had a girls team, and Coach Eli Borgard's doing a heck of a job at the middle school. He's got a whole army of girls. The challenge will be getting 2 or 3 of them to run cross country instead of play volleyball.
In the volleyball factory?
And that's tough to do. But
and that's going to do it.
There
Set
it is.
2 to the Wildcats. What just a dominant performance we've had here in this loser out match. This is a completely different Kellogg squad than what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, you really, no matter how good you are, no matter how well coached you are, there's no guarantee you're going to play your best, that everything's going to go your way and you're going to play your best all the time. And that's not taking anything away from you. That's life. Winning all the time is very challenging.
Right.
And these girls are showing some resolve here, which I am impressed by. You don't want to lose that match yesterday, but it happened. Yeah. And you've come back today full barrel, taking it at it.
And we talked about this. We talked about this a couple times, and especially the last time these two teams met. The last time these two teams were on the floor together, this was the other way around. Orofino swept Kellogg in Kellogg on this floor, and
we were just kind of
we didn't know what to do or what to say, and afterwards talking with Coach Batchelder, it was like, maybe we need to get that bad loss out of the way. But you have those bad losses. Maybe that bad loss was a little early.
Yeah.
Maybe yesterday was like the next bad loss in a spot where it's like, okay, we can still navigate this. No one wants to lose one of these, but you can navigate the quote-unquote bad loss at districts if it's in the opening round. Where you don't want to have it is when it's a loser-out match, where it's, do or die.
Yep.
So, you refine, you maybe try something to see if it works. Yesterday, the strategy that was employed to start the match really didn't work. And now you're back to what worked. Orofino is on the floor and ready to go.
Yeah, I was getting ready to bring us back in, and then I looked up and there was still like 1:05. Well, you can, when you want to shake off a set loss, you want to get back out there and flush it from your memory and move on.
But now it's we talk about it like you got to play perfect when those matches or sets get to a certain point. Well, now it's got to be perfect pretty much from here on out for Orofino. You can't have any sustained stretches of mediocre play. You can't let the Wildcats pounce on you early, because if they do, you don't have the flexibility to recover.
Right.
Great serve there by Paige Regina.
Yeah, she's been doing wonderful. I'm not surprised, but she's just elevating over and over.
Yeah,
look at her. She's getting her teammates going.
Rachel Province there on the kill goes out.
Got quiet in here again.
Yeah.
Paige is just wowing. Oh,
that
just
one sails
barely.
long.
Just barely.
Well, I think everyone's kind of honestly, if you watched yesterday and you had no idea about the seeding and no idea about like anything that happened during the regular season, there's a possibility that you would have thought that maybe the Wildcats were the 4th or the 5th seed. Just the way that they played, hit sails long there, but you would have never guessed that they were the league champs coming into this tournament. They just didn't play like that. So for them to be up 2-0 and look honestly like a completely different volleyball team, you start to go, ooh, hit into the net. Slowest start we've seen from the Wildcats today.
I do like the aggression of Paige. Instead of just, getting it over, she was going for the kill. And if anybody can do it, it's Paige.
Yeah.
Wildcats going to have to, get something going here on the serve receive.
That'll work.
That'll do it. I'm shocked it was Danny. Not really.
Like at this point, it's like, get her the ball, let her cook, let her do what she's doing. She's elevating up over the net so well, finishing off plays, doing the thing that, like, we've wanted to see this from her. Great block there, and then recovery.
And then recovers it.
We've seen Danny, like, at the beginning of the year, she was the Wildcats' best player at the beginning of the year. And then it was almost like she did a lot of carrying until other players kind of got on the level for them to start competing. And then I don't want to say she faded into obscurity, but she didn't take over matches the way she did early. She didn't have to, admittedly. And after a 3-1 start, Wildcats rattle off 3 points straight.
Well, just thinking after returning Paige's serves for a while, and then you get her sister.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost cruel. Look at that thing.
And when Ella gets
on, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, Ella gets on a heater, man. It's a tough.
Oh, don't.
Uh-oh. Wait. Did you see Jordan just kind of tucking cover there?
Yeah.
Like, I am in the drop zone. I have to be careful here.
I think the Wildcats had an opportunity to go on a little run there with Ella serving. I was kind of disappointed there.
And she hasn't had that way to get there, Riley Diffin. Push over the net by Stutzky. Paige is back there, just kind of neutralizing Diffin. Oh, that was a double.
Yeah, just barely.
It looked like it.
Didn't time it right. She tried to side spin it a little bit.
And, like, I'm kind of the opinion I would like to see high school, and I know that if Holly Regina listens to this, she's going to tell me absolutely not. Mm-hmm. In no world does she want to see this because it devalues the position. But I would like to see high school do away with the double hit, because I maybe do away with the double hit and get more strict with the carry. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you see some of these sets that are they let them hang in their hands, and then it feels
it comes down
and they like almost like a chest pass.
Yeah.
College has done away with the double hit, and it very much like the pitch clock in baseball and different rules. It really has opened some things up and sped some things up, and not necessarily. I don't want to say it's cleaned the game up, because obviously it would be undoing a rule. But I just don't know that, sometimes it feels like some of these double hits, they don't benefit. Mm-hmm. You're penalizing a team for getting the ball over the net. The other team isn't doing anything. And unless they're doing something that is creating a distinct advantage, like, what does it matter? Like, basketball is officiated really based on advantage, disadvantage. Yeah. Like, why not do the same thing with volleyball here? Advantage, disadvantage was what Paige just did there, creating an advantage. No, it was putting the ball over the net. Yeah, would it have been maybe a tough ball to play? Potentially. But all the balls coming over the net. I couldn't play the softballs that come over the net.
Right.
So, gosh, and that has become like a block charge down there. It is such a 50-50 call. Like,
that color combo is no good.
You have to look down that line and be just steadfast in your convictions when you're making that call there. Great serve received by Paige Regina. And Paige not able to hit that. That was sloppy. And we're sitting here we need to get Danny back into this game. Danny's out of the rotation right now, probably getting a little
I am
rest.
Guessing a breather, yeah. She expended a lot of energy, and it would be nice to just end this. But ooh, that was deep, but good play.
Ooh, and Wildcats take a timeout here.
Yeah, you need one.
Good timeout from Coach Batchelder.
It's only 5 points. It's early enough. You can claw back.
And Wildcats up 2-1, but you can't play with your food. That's the mentality you have to have right now. Let's just get done with this, because they have another match they're going to have to play. The winner of this is going to have to play another match with kind of a weird long break. A break that a break that's not going to feel nearly enough for the Wildcats, and it's going to feel oddly too much to the Spartans, I think. Or, I mean, I guess, or to the Maniacs, depending on who comes out of it. And especially if this goes deeper than 3 sets. If this goes deeper than 3 sets, then you're going to be going, man, is an hour break really enough? You know, it's 3:04 now. That next match is scheduled to start at 5.
Yeah.
So, like, there is no rest for the wicked. And, Aubrey
Wildcats.
Gross hit into the net here.
Little slump here. All of a sudden, things are just kind of off.
And there's a few players that just aren't in the matchup right now that I would like to see. I would like to see Hadley Bush get some reps. I would like to see Callie Clark out there. Some of these girls who have come in and been like just the sparks for this team.
Another deep one. Wildcats having a little bit of trouble with serve receive here, and that's going to get them back.
Aaliyah Philp right there. Great play by Aaliyah.
And she's a pretty solid server, so we'll see if she can rattle off a few here.
Aaliyah has been like under the radar. Like if you had to throw out a 6th man award, and I know she's a starter, but when you
right at her.
Yeah, go right at Diffin.
Yeah.
And it's really fun because you know, the camera doesn't denote this, and I'm really thankful it doesn't because we can talk about it a little bit. Coach Batchelder is telling her players where to send that ball. She uses that clipboard.
Yeah, that's pretty common in volleyball, I think.
And it's a lot of fun to
kind of shield it and tell them where they want it to go. Or
it'd be an even cooler flex if they didn't shield it. And they were just vocal. 5, send it at her, right at her. Do you imagine the amount of pressure that would almost put more pressure on the serve receive?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's coming. I've got to do something here.
Wildcats unable to do anything with the serve there, so they're going to have to.
Oh, Paige Regina, great hit.
Get this back, get a point,
and a net call. It looks like they're going to.
Aubrey.
I think Aubrey's going to get it, but I think based on the reaction and the body language, I think Aubrey might have just taken Reagan's lumps there.
Yeah.
Reagan knew immediately. Maniacs up 6 here. That's going to go long.
There we go.
And Hadley Bush about to re-enter the rotation. Reagan Ortley's serving. Reagan Ortley is another one of our feast or famine servers, and she puts every ounce of like juice she has in her body. Ooh, and too much juice that time.
Yeah, a little too much. So we're trading long serves here.
And you can't afford to trade points down 6. Even
once you get past the 15 mark, you got to start closing.
Yeah, Diffin serving here. Diffin's serve played well by Hoke. Oh, and into
Wildcats.
the net. And Cam McDonald, for as good a passer as I've seen her be, at times it feels like she needs to be a little more aggressive. She sees that ball coming at her. It's going to be a tough play. Just set it up.
Yeah.
Let's not try to, you see it coming at the net. You can get it over the net. Great hit there by Aubrey Groth.
Very nice.
Good on her. Finds the hole.
Just located and sent it right where it needed to go.
Danny Hendrickson back in the match. This is what we want. Jordan Stutzky serving.
This is where you're going to have to make your run if you're Kellogg.
Yeah. Ooh.
Uh-oh. That's a miscue right there. That's rare.
Diffin and
Doesn't happen
Olivia
very
Johnson.
often with Diffin. No,
yeah.
She usually is the field general out there.
And Wildcats back to within 5. Stutzky still serving. Good serve there by Stutzky. Just solid. Great work at the net. Oh. Is it 4 there?
I thought Hadley's went over. I didn't realize it was on this side of the net.
Well, I thought at the net on the block you got maybe a little flexibility there, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I miscounted.
Yeah.
6.
Because the one coming in.
Yeah, I don't know. Danny, wow.
There's the cross-country champion right there, first place.
Oh, here we go.
Buck. Buck is in the house.
Ooh, great hit there. That's Rachel Province.
This one isn't feeling good for Kellogg. I have no doubt they can come back.
No,
This one has not felt like the first two.
No. And some players getting some extended breathing time in this set, but also like the Wildcats just need to like recognize, put it away. McDonald going to set one up for Bush. Bush tipped.
That's
Diffin.
going to get out of there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Wildcats with the serve, and it's going to be Page.
Which this is good for us.
And this is good. And you got Danny and Hadley on the front line, and you have Aaliyah. This might be Kellogg's best front line. Well, I can't say that because Aubrey's really good up there too. But this is a good combo for Kellogg, I
Aubrey
think.
and Reagan have been like kind of revelations there.
Misplayed that. Ooh. So here's your free ball.
Great block, but out.
Hadley barely matrixed out of that one.
Wow, great hustle there. Wildcats down 5 again, 17-12. We've seen the Wildcats rally from deeper situations than this one.
Yeah, it's within reach.
Oh, good hustle
get
there.
This over. Okay, recovered on that.
Province again hit, and Jordan just not able to get there in time. Back to a 6-point game.
When we at the end of this set, we'll have Buck give us an update on the cross country. I think we have another first place in the books and districts on the horizon for these guys.
Yeah. Stutzky digs there. Philp, great hit.
That is a great hit and a great dig there by Diffin.
Rachel Province hit into the net. Wildcats back to a 5-point deficit. At some point, it just feels like something's got to break one way or another for one of these teams. Either Orofino's going to put the Cats away or the Cats are going to go on a run here. And, you know.
I mean, Orofino was – I'm not going to say they're happy to trade points, but they are able to.
They would be happy to get – if they walk out of here with a 25-20 win, they're not going to complain about it. Oh, and Ella Regina, that left-handed knuckleball. And I would guess that if this gets within 2, maybe 1, I would see Coach Summers taking another timeout, seeing if she can shut down that momentum. Here we go. Aaliyah Philp, good hit. We go to Province again. Great dig by Page.
Oh,
dump.
That was
great.
That was dirty.
Stutzky going to set one up for Philp. Pushes over the net. Blocked.
Just barely gets over.
We're staying.
Here we go.
Blocked again.
Blocked again. That's
Jocelyn Josephson.
Yeah, Jocelyn Josephson, a.k.a. the wall at the moment.
Oh,
and Kellogg.
Oh, really misses a golden opportunity there. Yeah. Great hustle by both teams there. And Aaliyah Philp just unable to get that little chip over the net to drop. 19-14. We're having some issues with the antenna, it looks like.
Yeah, the Velcro is not doing its job.
I don't know how long the antennas are good for. If it's just like a 1-year use, Velcro just...
Maybe Velcro needs a refresh.
It just feels like, dude, I've been doing this all year. I can't do it anymore.
19-14.
And it just, it's Wildcats had an opportunity to really cut in there with Ella serving. Danny, great kill.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to get it back over here, though. That's a pretty darn good recovery on the tail end of that, or the receiving end of a Danny Hendrickson kill.
I have enjoyed watching Danny in this match with just infinitely. She has been so good today.
Another block.
And with the card stacked against her. Diffin looked like her hand she was like shaking her hand like it was hurting. They're going to go the other way, and I think that was Ella Bearden. And,
4 points, Josh. Wildcats still with life.
Oh, yeah, lots of life. up to serve for the Wildcats. Looks like it is Danny. So that's good for us. Diffin, tap over. There's Aaliyah. Danny hitting.
Boom. Danny Henriksen making her presence felt.
The all-leaguer Danny Henriksen.
I mean, I think we take her athleticism and her grit for granted.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, we just say how good she is. I just think she's tough.
And what a
I
hit
think
there
she's
by
a competitor, yeah.
hit there by Diffin, and the Wildcats just like there was no one there.
That was an opportunity to make a little mini run there on Danny's energy. Wildcats going to have to gather themselves again, try to get something going.
Miss Aaliyah will do something.
A little change up there from Philp will do.
Still
crafty.
2017. So Wildcats in a good spot to trade a little bit of, they don't want to trade points here. You can trade a little momentum back and forth if they go, a 2-for-1 here.
2-for-1, yeah.
2-for-1 is still really good, and they're going after Diffin right now, almost like if they can get Diffin out of position. Reagan Ortley's hit is tipped.
Oh, and Orofino just hanging by a thread on these.
Good decision there by Paige Regina.
Look at this.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that credit to them. If I had a long enough replay buffer, we'd get this whole volley, but
God.
watch it and enjoy it.
Look at Jordan Stutzky fly around here.
Oh, how do you?
Just over and over and over.
Okay, here we go. We're going to get Ortley.
Yes,
And
ma'am!
Point. That was a volley of volleys right there.
Wow. Let's go. Dakota Hoke, Stone Cold Assassin.
Got a mistimed on the replay buffer there.
I mean, I don't know how long you would have been able to do that for.
Yeah.
Free ball for the Wildcats here. Take advantage. Paige Regina. It's going to be a tough play for the Maniacs.
Ooh, almost caught Kellogg sleeping there on that hit.
Good hit by Jordan Stutzky. Diffin going to be taken out of the play here.
Boy, Stutzky's having to do a lot here. Her energy has kept them alive. A couple of flat-footed moments for the Wildcats, and Stutzky has bailed them out.
Dakota Hoke. Aubrey Girl. This is incredible. This is incredible.
Yeah, these last few points have been amazing.
This feels so insane right now. Stutzky.
Get it over.
No, whoa.
Yeah, they did two down there. The two of them that went net to the other. It didn't look like it, but.
Yeah, I don't think the Wildcats were aware. Maybe they were.
I think the two that touched it did, but I don't think some of them saw it.
Gotcha. So 18-21, Wildcats still alive.
Very much so. Just get two here now. Get the serve back and get
tricky.
Two.
Reagan with the little blocked.
They're doing pretty well taking Diffin head on.
Yeah. Blocked again.
Little dump.
Ow. Ooh.
Wow.
Tough. Love the effort. Coach Batchelder giving her girls just a minute to get their legs right. You've got a small opportunity to maybe squeak out.
Yeah, that was in.
This great hit there. You've got a very narrow opportunity to potentially win this third set still, but it's gonna be on the fresh legs.
Josh, let's bring Buck in.
Hey Buck, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, Josh.
How you feeling?
Sore. That was probably the hardest course I've ever done yet in cross country.
What was hard about it?
Well, if you'd know if you've run cross country what the goat hill is, Josh.
The goat hill.
It is a very, very steep hill, and it's called the goat hill because it'd be a hill you'd find a goat on.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Not as in the greatest of all time.
I was waiting. I'm like, is this the greatest hill
like
ever?
the animal that you would find because it's so steep.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So how does that affect your times?
It was, there were a lot of walkers, and you're going at this pace in which you're not going that much faster than the walkers. It's
different.
It's definitely hard to keep you motivated. And we talked to the course director, I think it was the coach or something, and he was like, you guys are probably wondering why I'm doing this to you. And we're like, yeah, why are you doing this to us?
Did you walk at all?
No, I did not, Josh.
Okay.
I made it the whole way.
Good job, Buck.
All right.
Yeah.
Buck, winter districts, Buck.
Districts are 5 days from now.
Okay, and they're at Pinehurst Golf Course, right?
Yep, it's at home this year.
Home
Very exciting.
On the home course, benefiting y'all.
Yeah, so the little course director is talking to us. He's like, all right, I'm going to go and run off. And he goes up the hill like 20 feet ahead of us and just almost eats crap. And we're like, laughing so hard because the course was like rocky, and the fact that he almost ate crap on his own course says something about the course.
Feels like there's some ire towards the course setup.
Wow, Hadley
Get
Bush.
down. Hadley Bush, we're back here, 21-23.
Keep talking, Buck. Keep
Talk about cross country, Buck, while these girls rally. We're going to get a timeout.
Timeout, yeah. That well taken timeout by Coach Summers there.
It was definitely successful, and we had all really good placements. I think Riken got first place. Yes.
Let's see, I had it up here. I was looking at it when we were setting up for this match.
Riken had a heck of a time, and I didn't realize, but he fell in the middle of his run and still won by
really?
like 30 seconds. Yes.
Wow. So how much time does he think he lost falling?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Right. Couldn't have hurt him that much.
I mean, but if you fall, like, what's the like, if you fall, do you take a second or do you like push up and just go?
Oh
like,
yeah, you got to get up unless you're hurt.
It really matters on when you do fall, because in the beginning of your race you don't really feel it yet.
Okay.
But at the end of your race, when you are super duper tired, you depend on that momentum as a
Okay.
runner.
Hey, Buck, a top 20 for you, and it looks like Alex kicked some butt too.
Yes.
Alex almost got the top 5.
Yeah, Alex passed me early on in that race. Was very aggressive in the beginning. And I tried to match him for a little bit there, and my legs weren't feeling it today.
Yeah, that happens. But you still had a respectable finish.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It wasn't a bad race for me.
Cam McDonald's serve goes long.
I'm excited for districts because that was the course I PR'd on.
Oh, good.
And it's flat.
Still alive. We're still alive.
And I don't think I'll have to worry about the Goat Hill for districts, so.
No.
Do away with the Goat Hill. Just say no to the Goat Hill. Wildcats have made this a interesting little situation here. Stutzky's good serve. They're down 24-22. Rachel Province hits long.
You get one here, and then it's to 26. You just got to get one.
Get one, and you're in the deep water, man.
Yep.
And Coach Summers without timeouts now. She's used them to stop runs.
Oh, get over.
Whoa!
Oh!
And, it's funny because, great hit there.
Nasty.
That'll do it. Orofino takes set number 3, 25-23. We're going to take a little break.
We need a break.
We're going to be back with set number 4. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats! Back here out of the third set timeout after watching the Orofino Maniacs claw back from a 2-0 deficit to make this what we call, Buck, interesting. Instead of a sweep, the Wildcats have to come back out for another one and hopefully try to get the win here. They are seemingly energetic, though, down there in between, dancing to the Wildcat pep band.
Yeah.
And I see Nolan still has his race number on.
Asserting his dominance as a cross-country runner.
Yeah, he's still got his cross-country garb, and he's. Hey, I say if your team gets first, you should be able to wear that all day.
Yeah, we got the plaque.
Yeah,
and I
you
think
guys have
we won by a lot.
Is that your yeah, you did. Is this your fourth win of the
season?
Fourth
win this season.
Love
yeah.
it.
Fortunately, I was not there for one of them.
Yeah, you were.
River.
Yeah, you were hunting, weren't you?
I was down in Salmon. Yeah, very beautiful down there. Although there are cactuses that you do not want to sit on.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend sitting on a cactus.
My sister, she got an antelope tag down there, and she got a few cacti in her hand, which still haven't came all the way out.
Wow. Well, Emily's tough.
Yeah, she's the toughest person I
know.
Get
in! Oh, I thought that was going to go in the basket. Point Kellogg. If they would have made that, I would have given them 2. Or 3, because that would have been a 3-pointer. Wildcats here getting out of the gate. Solid start with the service of Paige Regina.
And the Orofino Maniacs. I bet you guys already talked about this, but I haven't gone to talk about it, so I'm going to. They had a good game against Grangeville last night. It was a nail-biter, all right.
Yeah, they had them down 2-0, Buck.
Yeah, in Grangeville.
Grangeville just, not only did they fight back, then they won today, so they're going to state after losing their first 2 sets in the district tournament. That's pretty impressive.
Heck yeah. What seed was Grangeville?
Let's see. Kellogg was 1. Orofino was 2. Grangeville was 3.
3.
Yeah, Priest River was 4. St. Mary's 5. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. If you're Grangeville, you come in as the 3 seed and go down 2 sets. I mean, that's really an accomplishment. That's, got an antenna.
It really shows you that anything can happen in the Central Idaho League.
There's some pretty good parity here.
Yes.
In the CIL volleyball. And this one's just like we thought. It's going to be a close one, back and forth. It's 2-3. Orofino in the lead.
Ooh, good save there by Jordan Stutzky.
Diffin.
And that one
that was well placed, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that only spot she could hit it where there wasn't anyone.
Yeah, right in the corner too. That was great.
So Wildcats down by 2 now. Can't let this get too far out of reach and have to fight back. That's going to go out wide.
Yeah, Paige's hit there a little too far, but
Yep. You'll see here, we've been talking about the Wildcats Live player of the match. Early on, it was pretty much unanimous, Danny Hendrickson. We're going to see in this game how things develop, but Paige has already racked up a couple of those awards.
yeah, I've seen some good stuff from Danny since I've gotten here.
Yeah, and she kind of tweaked her back in the second set.
Uh-oh.
Got a set kind of over her head, and she tried to reach back and get it and immediately grabbed at her back. So we're kind of watching, keeping our eye on that.
Well, she looks good so far. Not
Pretty
too
much the
effective.
same, Josh. This third or fourth set kind of taking on that same back and forth characteristic of the last one.
Uh-oh.
Wildcats were down 2. That's been the biggest lead so far. They were up 2. And so about a 3 or 4 point run by Grangeville. Wildcats came out of the gate 2-0.
Be nice if the Wildcats just go on a run and put this one away.
Yeah, Diffin had a kill that was right back here in this corner. The only spot were right there, just like that, but in.
Great eye there by Paige.
I like those that come this way that we're just right there.
Yeah, right on top of it.
Yeah.
It's such a unique perspective. Wildcats all tied up, huh? 5-5.
Tied it up, yep. Getting a little bit of a lull in the action here. Ella on the serve.
Ooh. Danny Henriksen, just so good.
Yeah, I was filling Buck in. I said the first 2 sets, Danny was running away with Wildcats Live player of the match.
Paige has done a lot to really Paige has been great. Danny really was just an assassin. Ooh, who was serving there?
That was Ella.
Ella, and it just came off her hands funny. Ella's serving has become so feast and or famine for the Wildcats. She's either just about to send them on a run, or it's like something really weird is about to happen. Ooh.
Oh, just couldn't
What
get that serve.
Knuckleball there.
I gotta say, though, one really great player worth mentioning from Orofino is Riley Diffin.
Yeah, she's great.
And I gotta see a lot of her when I was watching my sister play volleyball, and she's always been a very solid player.
Yeah, we've talked about her a lot the last couple days, and rightfully so. That match yesterday between Orofino and Grangeville really kind of boiled down to it was like Adelaide LaFay versus Riley Diffin, and who was going to hit the ball harder and the most. And LaFay ended up getting the last laugh, especially winning the district championship earlier today, and league MVP. So, oof. Wildcats just shooting themselves in the foot right now with errors.
I don't know if it's fatigue, Josh, but it
feels like they've hit a wall.
Yes, it's a definite drop-off. Like, it's just different. The energy feels different. And that's part of the game, I know. And it's not a negative dig. It's just it's not sharp.
No, and, during that first set and even the second one, it felt like from a mistake vantage point, the Wildcats weren't making any.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were able to recover from them. And now it feels like that's not the case. But at 6-10, this is still super doable. It's just more or less concerning to see the flat effort. And, right there. It's just lots of people just watching, not so much.
I guess it's an overused, maybe cliche in sports, but they're flat-footed.
Yeah. And Coach Batchelder got to be thinking timeout here soon.
You cannot let this one get out of reach.
And this is where Orofino's been really good, though. There were some moments in that last set where, that was unorthodox, where Orofino really just weathered the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was line.
That was line. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, while you were out, Josh, Diffin kind of asserted herself. She had a couple of good kills, and she really has. She's made her presence felt much more in this.
Okay.
In this fourth set.
Yeah, that hadn't been the case so far in this game. Really, it had felt like the Wildcats had figured out a way to kind of take her out of the equation. A lot of that has to do with the way they're serving the ball right at her. Like, they have not hesitated to go right at her with the serve in hopes that it almost puts her out of the play.
Mm-hmm. And Orofino, like set 3, has built themselves a 5-point lead again.
Yep.
And those are tough to chip away at.
Yeah, it requires a sustained run.
Yep. And the Wildcats have not been able to do that for 1.5 sets.
And I don't know, like, oh, what a block.
Blocked at the net.
Wow.
Diffin almost recovered that, man. She sacrificed her knees there trying to keep that alive.
And I know that there's a rotation and a science to this to put you in your best position possible. But sometimes maybe there's like a level of volleyball where it's like, hey, I'm going to take my best 6, and they're not coming out. And like that's what Grangeville does. Mm-hmm. Their best 6 almost exclusively stay in the game. Mm-hmm. Oof. Paige blocked,
with
but
the kill. It'll be recovered by the Maniacs.
That's pretty amazing.
that was a good hustle there.
Kind of Ooh.
I mean,
Reagan
Orofino is just refusing to let the ball hit the ground until that point right there.
And Reagan Ortley just bouncing. Good for Reagan. Reagan needed that one. A little bit of energy right there, a momentum shift it feels like.
Yeah, get some energy back and some bounce in your step. You're going to have to dig deep here for the next 15 minutes if you want to finish it.
Yeah, do I think they can win a 5th set? Absolutely.
Sure.
Do you want to have to
you don't
play
want
it,
to have
though?
to. No. The answer is no, Josh.
Just the misdirection here.
Diffin is so – it's volleyball smarts.
Yeah. And
she's quicker because she's so understands the game.
Yeah, there's no wasted motion. And
No.
what really set that up right there was Ella Regina recognizing, hey, we've got 6 girls all in the front right here. I'm going to send this in the back corner and let us have an opportunity to reset ourselves.
Yep.
That was just smart volleyball there. And we talk about it, the high IQ, high-level volleyball players. We've got girls who play a lot of this sport. Ella to Page.
Gosh, that would have got them back. They are chipping away, though. That was a nice 2-3-point run. Now it's 3-point lead.
Trading 1 for 2. Mm-hmm. You've got Diffin on the back row now, so you're a little safer.
Got to serve receive, though. Can't afford any mental errors here.
Oh, that was not a good pass by Reagan Ortley. You got to know your personnel. Aubrey Groth needs that ball right at the net, really, for her to be her most effective. You don't want her having to do more than what she's comfortable doing. And, again, Danny Henriksen not being on the court makes a tremendous difference. And I think, so we're going to get Hadley Bush rotating into the match here. Give Ella Regina a breather. And we cannot have any more serve errors. We've got to be clean from the serve line. Ooh, just a dart. Way to be there, Jordan Stutzky. Hadley Bush.
Crawl
on the net after the block. Page tipped on the hit. Orofino's going to have an opportunity here. And Dakota, it almost feels like there's times where Dakota gets caught watching a little bit, where she sees the play and she goes to move, and then her feet almost just stay there. Like that one, and I know it would be really easy to get enamored with watching Paige Regina do what she's really good at. But, net there. And those are unforced. This
is excruciating.
And get Danny back in here. Danny needs to be back on the floor, it feels like. Do I see Danny?
Yeah, she's still on the bench there. She looks like she's okay.
That was tricky.
That was crafty.
Way to be there, Jordan. Dakota is going to have to hit from that back middle spot, and here comes the timeout from Coach Batchelder.
Gosh, that's just, yeah. Orofino, they're not going away. Wildcats, another little, I don't know what you call those, slumps, lulls.
Yep, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. The one thing that we know for certain is that it feels like at times the runs that these other teams are going on is when our rotation kind of like when our better rotation players, when they get subbed out and we end up with 4 passers on the floor and Paige Regina is being asked to do, it's like Jordan and Paige. If Jordan and Paige are not out there, we have Dakota, we have Cam McDonald, we have Aubrey is a blocker and a hitter when the ball is set up to her. But we can't, this is not our most complete volleyball rotation here. And for whatever reason, it feels like we're trapped.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think what we might be trying is a few games ago they had a really successful young, very, very young lineup that did really well.
Yeah,
but it took a minute for these girls to.
That also included Callie Clark, though.
Yeah.
Callie Clark, who offers a little bit of a presence at the net.
This one I'm almost ready to say this feels inevitable. This is 5-set territory. Unless you flip a switch right here.
But if the level of energy that we're seeing right now, if this goes to 5, I don't like that 5th set. I don't like that 5th set at all, man.
I'm not a huge fan of it either.
Good hustle there by Stutzky. They're going to get to Hadley Bush. Hadley's hit goes right off Diffin's hands.
There's a point. You're going to have to rattle off about 5 here.
Here comes the rotation to get Danny back in. And this is like you're probably one Ella Regina short of this being pretty close to your best lineup. Maybe Aaliyah Phillip out there. Good hustle by Stutzky.
Jordan Stutzky. Unbelievable.
Ooh, that was deep.
I almost would give her player of the match just for that play.
Good hustle by Hoke. Paige Regina hit.
Having to be a little bit conservative with those hits, though. We need to get those in. That's going to be a block out.
And we are asking a lot of Hadley Bush. Welcome. I mean, she's had moments and varsity experience, but, it's just incredible that she's found herself at the center of, the heart of our rotation after being a floater. Ooh.
Ooh, kind of side-handed that there.
Yeah.
And it will go long over the right side.
And this is not, I'm not feeling great right now. I'm just not feeling great. Little dump there by Cam McDonald.
Nice little set there.
Good hit by Paige.
That was a good set and good hit.
Diffin
is
you want to be the hammer, not the nail, and Diffin is usually the hammer.
And we're gonna get another timeout.
Oof.
That's a 10-point deficit. I'd say you're planning for set 5 right now. you're laying the mental framework for. I know you never give up. But, that's not the message portrayed, but.
I mean, a 10-0 run is very possible here, and if you get a 10-0 run,
your optimism is just thrilling, Buck.
And the other team isn't gonna like that if you get a 10-0 run. But the Wildcats are gonna have to make it happen.
Buck just injecting us with some positivity.
Yeah, we need it. I get it. I definitely get it.
He's coming off a race where he ran a goat hill.
It's true.
He's looking at this going, hey, if I ran that hill, these girls can do this.
That's fair.
That goat hill, bruh, kicked my butt.
For those of you listening, the Goat Hill is not the greatest of all time. It's a hill so steep and rocky and difficult to navigate that typically only a goat would attempt it. But it's part of a cross-country course at Riverside.
Good hit there by Paige.
Uh-oh.
I was browsing social media and I saw like it was comparing like different animals to like races, and the humans are like ranked pretty low on the list. And I'm like thinking, well, what if you challenged animals to a longer race?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And it turns out the humans are actually like the second best at running really, really long distances. And that's because of our ancestry.
Is some awesome research.
That is a really...
you don't get this on NFHS.
No.
You get this on Wildcats Live.
Yeah.
You get the perspective of a cross-country runner.
Yeah, so
and
just really interesting.
Back to the match. It's not looking so good here for the Cats in this set. Looks like it's going to go to 15, barring a miracle. And that's not going to happen, so it's going to be 24-12. Wildcats better find a gear as they head into the 15-point, we like to call it, it's basically overtime. And Wildcats are, Josh, they're going to have to eat an orange or drink an energy drink or hydrate or whatever it's going to take. They're going to have to go up another gear here. This is a gear that they've been in the last two sets, isn't going to do it.
25-12. Man, oh man.
Yeah. Not great.
Not great at all.
And it's 3:46, so at the end of this one, they're going to get about an hour to rest, whoever it is. And Priest Rivers probably, I see him still sitting up there, so they're still kind of relaxing. As much as you can relax in a bleacher.
Yeah, right?
Although those chair backs look pretty nice. I think I'd buy one if I was a regular bleacher sitter.
I just really appreciate the viewpoint we have up here.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen Kroc said, I guess I'll do some commentating. I really just wanted to get this good view. Okay.
I get it.
Yeah. Be nice to finish that kind of that VIP area over there that we kind of have envisioned. Where I don't think the rail is too much of a visibility thing. If you had some high stools, it'd be kind of cool. Of course, down here, I mean, maybe in basketball, I don't know. I mean, you'd probably want to stand at the rail.
Most people would make their way to the rail.
Yeah. Only challenge would probably be it being by the boys' locker room. It might get taken over by, like the varsity when JV are playing or whatever.
That is
it's a hangout.
Yeah, they do like to kind of hang out and congregate there. So we are in the deep water, but it doesn't. The deep water is not. Teams are not long for the deep water.
It's
this
do or
is
die.
15-point abbreviated set. Kill or be killed. All of the momentum right now belongs to the Maniacs.
And they're on the court ready, Josh.
They had this done to them yesterday.
Yeah.
So, they were beating Grangeville 2-0. And then things got a little weird.
What tune is this I'm hearing? You recognized it, Josh.
Da, 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 da. Why do I not remember it? I don't know I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it, though.
Did you?
It's a good one.
I think we heard some Nelly before, right?
We did have some Nelly.
I did recognize that.
We've had Nelly. We've had Stacy's Mom by
Yeah,
Fountains of Wayne.
I heard that.
Fall Out Boy. Some Travis Scott. We've got some cross-country boys in cross-country uniforms with their stickers on still.
Oh, we love it.
And we are off, and that's a good start for the Wildcats, maybe.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, my goodness.
Orofino is going
That
to be tough.
number 6 crashed headfirst into our bleachers, sliding on the floor.
And they turn that into a point.
And right now, coach is asking if she's okay. I don't know how a concussion protocol works in volleyball.
She looks a little woozy.
But my goodness, what a dart. Kill or be killed.
That's the one thing about a really, really good serve.
Oh, good hustle,
Your
Danny.
team kind of thinks it's not coming back, and when it does, you're scrambling. You always got to be ready.
Whoa, something
Save that one out of the net.
weird happened down there.
Wildcats not in sync down there.
Oh,
Ooh,
and
block.
Paige again. Poor Paige.
That hit that block just got kind of deflected right off the hands, right
Off her face.
Yeah,
to Paige's face.
That's the second time in as many days as that exact thing has happened.
Paige has taken a beating this district tournament physically.
Every ounce of Paige is being left on this court, though.
She's tough.
You cannot understate. And again, like Danny's been so good. Reagan sets to Ella. And,
You got to be kidding me.
go fast. A recognition of the situation.
Boy,
Good
oh
for Danny.
boy. Danny, thank you very much for that. And Orofino,
Yeah, I mean,
hat tip to
yeah.
you.
You had 4 girls piled up on each other over there, and
That
it was just like
carnage.
the level of urgency that needed to be there right in that moment. Ooh, a dart.
You got to be ready for it to come back, though. This is Orofino. They
And Paige just not able to get there.
nope.
And now
It's 3-1, but this is
20% of the way through now.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in set 5. There's no breathing room here. Because once you get to 15,
It's done unless it's, the old win by 2. 15 win by 2.
yeah.
Set, feed Danny. I get it. Keep doing it.
That's a partial block,
go.
so that's going to go to Kellogg.
Danny is willing this team, like she is dragging them up a hill, it feels like. And she had some help, but not. It feels like Paige needs somebody to, like, she does so much. And it feels like Danny's like, all right, I got it. That's, the burden of leadership, right?
Yep.
And Wildcats just struggling right now. Jordan Stutzky back in the game. That's going to help alleviate a little bit of that back row pressure.
Mm-hmm. You got Stutzky and Regina and 2 Reginas in the back row.
It just feels like if the Wildcats are going to win this, Danny has to stay in this game.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go with Paige isn't playing stuff the same way she is. I don't know if that ball hitting her in the face, maybe it's got her vision is not doing well, but I'm not taking Danny out of this match right now. She's finishing it if I'm coach.
Here, yeah.
She's been the Wildcats' best player today, I think.
She's win or lose. It was either her or Paige. And Jordan's played a heck of a match as well. I mean, look at Jordan. It's really hard to not award her just on her level of sacrifice and energy.
And it might be, we have 2 gift cards here. It might mean that yeah. So, it comes down to effort and, not saying people aren't giving effort, but, sometimes effort without results just kind of this real hard sell. 6-3 here. It's just the 3-point lead now. There's no room for error.
Student section needs to wake up.
Yeah.
See 3 phones out.
We were talking about that earlier.
We're just going to ignore that because it's a point of contention. Good block there.
Point of contention.
Just the way the student section handles itself is just disturbing, to say the very least.
Oh, we have a new player in the game.
Callie Clark.
Kelly Clark. Has she been in yet?
I don't think she's been in today. she has a tendency to
Couldn't
come
tell
in.
if that was a 6. It
She
is a 6.
comes in pretty hot, though. Like, she's not one. Oh, and Reagan just not in position. She's playing too high. She needs to be closer to her blockers there for when that tap over happens. And Orofino now, I mean, they smell blood. They smell blood in the water. And
was that Coach Batchelder timeout?
Coach Batchelder timeout there.
Yeah. Well, let's go down and listen to the band for a little bit. We'll let you listen. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Enjoy the Wildcat Pep Band. We are back. I mean, they were back the whole time. We were
back.
just
we were listening to the band there.
Yeah, we were caught up with the band. And
that first play out of the timeout there, not one the Wildcats are going to be talking about for years to come. Good tap over the net by Paige Regina.
Diffin.
Good dig there by
dangerous.
Jordan Stutzky.
She's been having a heck of a match. I'm not surprised.
Over by Danny Henriksen.
Jordan takes another one.
Yeah, she's been great today. Good hit by Paige. Rachel Province, just solid all day. Danny.
Ooh, that's in.
That was in the corner. Wow, that's perfect.
That was very much needed. Hadley Bush in for Aubrey Groth. And it's do or die time right now.
Jordan on the serve. Little wobbler.
Oh, that's good. We like that.
Yeah, that's going to help Wildcats a little bit there. Get a little bit of momentum and some confidence here.
8-6.
Starting to tighten up, Josh. These teams both know what's at stake. We can't forget that.
Blocked by Hadley Bush.
And Callie.
Get a good pass here.
We got people in the way here. Oh, they got it.
Paige knows how to navigate that.
Another block.
Good by Cam McDonald. Push into the back there.
Ooh.
Takes Diffin almost out of the play.
Ooh.
And it felt like that might have been Danny's ball. Jordan got there trying to make a play. And, trade a couple points here. Just pretend it's, this is 20-16 or 19-16. Don't look at the numbers and think about what it is. Still doable.
Yeah, 6. You're still in punching distance here.
Yeah.
You need a couple points, though.
One of these like that. There's one. Serving is Paige Regina. This is,
This is your chance.
We have the rotation is right. Like, we have the right people hitting for us.
This is when you make hay, hopefully. Boy, that's a good-looking serve. Yep. And that's
good
out.
Call by Paige. You heard her.
Yep.
The court mic heard that. Out. She turned and looked and watched, and timeout Coach Summers. And, again, I guess I understand the timeout. It's like icing a kicker here.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, I don't know, you pull the girls off, they get out of rotation, then they have to walk back out there and, figure it out. If you're on a heater, I leave them out there. I leave them out there, and I let them do their own thing. I don't bring them all together. There's nothing that you're going to tell them right now. No coach has the creative messaging in the fifth set of a loser-out match against a league rival that you've seen twice already this year. You're not going to tell them anything that they don't already know.
You don't think saying win one for the Gipper would get it over the top?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
Wildcats down 1 here. But, you want them to feel
I
like
mean,
sharks.
we'll see. If this goes into the net, then you take all that back, Josh. Okay, there. You don't have to take it back.
Maniacs will hit that one over the net.
Wildcats will get a chance here to
Good block.
get something going.
Nice little dump there by Cam McDonald.
Aggressive dump.
Yeah, good block. And we are tied.
All right, we're back in it.
Wow.
Whew.
What a rally here from the Wildcats.
I don't know, Paige, her body language, she is intense. She wants this
Yeah.
so bad. I mean, they all do, but man, Paige, she just wears it on her sleeve.
Oh, I don't know what Province did there. She didn't hit it and maybe tapped it. That was a really odd shot there by Province, who basically lives on that section of the net.
It was fast, but it wasn't too fast. Like, it kind of juked out our blockers there.
Just long.
Serving right at Kelly Clark. 11-9 here.
Jordan Stutsky, you watch her here between these points. She is constantly coaching and directing her teammates.
Go to Danny. Oh, the pass a little off balance.
Worked out. It sort of worked out because Orofino kind of went, now what's she going to do?
Yeah, they reacted like it was going to be a clean pass. Thankfully, Danny's capable of fielding even passes that are a little off balance. Reagan Ortley in, down 1.
So Danny, what she did on that, Josh, she stopped her jump mid-jump.
Yeah.
And reset herself and was able to make that work.
Oh, Ella Regina on the serve there. Province tap over the net. Province is an athlete.
Yeah.
It might be understated how athletic she truly is.
Jordan Stutsky, that sailed long, but for Jordan to get that ball to Danny off of that pass was great. It didn't work out, but it almost did. And now we're in danger territory.
Yeah.
Down by 2, yes. We want to stay
Good
at least
hit.
within,
We
want to stay at, I would say we want to stay within at least 1 point, especially since we're going to 15 here. And Wildcats are down 3. This isn't great.
Nope.
Holding your breath here.
This is, in a 15-point set, this is beyond danger territory now because you're down 3. You're going to have to, more than 2 for 1, you're going to have to string 3 together. You're going to have to take advantage of this serve receive and then have hopefully you get 2 points because you don't want it to get to 14 and them have the opportunity to end it.
Yes. Hopefully the Wildcats can go on a 4-0 run here at least. Hopefully 5-0
Yeah, it's got to
run.
be, you have Province on the back row. A little serve help would be nice. Hadley Bush tip over the net.
Uh-oh.
Diffin dug out
I'm
by
worried
Stutsky.
every time Diffin approaches the ball.
Reagan, great hit. Free ball for the Wildcats.
Yep.
Go to your
Danny.
closer.
There we go.
There's 1.
Danny has just been a master at the net tonight.
And rotating in to serve is freshman Hadley Bush. Welcome to the show, kid. Oh, just a sinker. Diffin. Good hustle by Hadley Bush. Paige Regina goes with the safe play here. And tap over the net, kept alive.
Saved Hadley.
Oh, Hadley.
Off her back foot.
Diffin's
Free
going to get
ball.
that another freebie here.
They go down the line to Danny, tap.
And they will get the point.
Okay, there's your points right there where you get back in.
That was a great rally.
You still need, and you still need 1 more and another timeout. How many timeouts do they have in this final one?
1 million.
Feels like
as many
it.
as they want. Coach Summers, she's coach of the year for a reason, man.
Yeah.
Using them at the right time. And
phone time.
Yeah. Wow. 13-12. I mean, whoever, like Priest River's got to be sitting here just like licking their chops because they're going to get a team
they're drained.
that is going to be emotionally and physically drained from this matchup.
Oh, Coach Ruth in the chat. I must have missed it. Yes, but they still do need momentum shift. And Alina, I think that says Go Lady Maniacs. She's got the color-coded hearts. Well, we're going to see here in the next 3 minutes, barring no more timeouts.
Hadley Bush.
We're going to see what we got here. Off the phones. Drayden.
Good serve by Hadley.
Calling Drayden out.
Poor Drayden. Oh. Opportunity time. Great hit.
Yeah, that was a heat seeker. There's going to be another heat seeker. They're just trading punches now, Josh.
Yeah, it's a fight. Danny's been so good. And, it's back and forth. Closers.
What a dig. Get it in play.
Good hit by Reagan.
Make them return it. Yep. Make them return it.
Again, out.
Oh, that was just out. Brittany Jacobs, the line judge, right on top of it.
Matador. Red flag and all. Holy cow. Hadley Bush doing Hadley Bush things right now.
Here's the replay down in the split screen, and it sails wide, just short of the flute section. We need 2 points here, Hadley. Give us.
That is game point. If the Wildcats get this next one.
Yeah, you're under an hour for a break now. Whoever wins this. Got to get the serve receive here. Extend this one, another one. There's good clean.
That goes into the net.
Well, that's going to do it, guys. That's Orofino Maniacs down 2. Fight back to take the 5th set, Josh. 15-13.
Absolutely brutal there.
Wildcats are I did tell we have co-players of the game. We'll shoot a little positivity in there. Jordan and Danny.
Yeah, and, Jordan and Danny Henriksen. And well played by the Maniacs. Way to be tough there.
It was tied up 13-13, Josh. They had every chance in the world to do it right there. But
Coach Summers used the timeouts the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Henriksen did absolutely every single thing that she could. It's tough.
Hey, and we got a couple seniors. That's their last match. Let's congratulate Aubrey
and Reagan. They were
on
fantastic.
Great careers, great Wildcat volleyball careers. Congratulations to you. I don't want to go out this way, but it happens, and Wildcats are still proud of them.
Yeah, no, they were really good. They did a lot of good stuff.
And they're being consoled by their teammates down there. And the reason I went to the seniors is, besides that, there's a lot of potential there for the Wildcats to be even better next year.
Yeah, I mean, this was a young group of Wildcats. It's a shocking end. I don't think at the end that no one saw coming. Danny being consoled by Paige, and I hope Danny doesn't feel even a lick of responsibility for that.
Oh, heck, not at all. That's one play, and that's one play after you've made 1,000 plays.
And not a great pass. You kept him in it.
Absolutely. Great season.
Tough way to go out if you're the Wildcats.
At home, too.
Yeah.
It makes it pretty tough. You're at home.
So, well, we've got one more match coming up. We've got Orofino versus Priest River. Should be an interesting one for Buck Coe and Simon Miller. I'm Josh McDonald. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
We'd like to congratulate the Wildcats Live player of the game, Danny Henderson and George Stutsky. Then we have motions from Orofino, Heidi Summers, and Haley Ward to the head table, please.
If that's what it takes for you to go to every fucking game, we're signing you up. I don't think so. Well, got an hour to pick it up. Why you hear me down there saying, what the fuck? No, that's what I'm saying. Let's not move.
Game for